Hey guys, this is Skittza and welcome to Children of Morta. I know I said I was releasing a Felseal Arbiter's Mark video today. We're pushing it back. We're actually screwing up our entire week's worth of schedule to make some videos for this game because it's worth it. It's a 2D action RPG with roguelite elements. There's a bunch of different playable characters with different play styles. And there's your typical dungeon crawler roguelite progression system in this game. So I was given this pre-release key by Evolve, and that's terminals.io. They're good people, check them out. I was given this key a day before this pre-release event happens, and this pre-release event is 72 hours of this game being, or this evaluation copy, being available to everyone on Steam. So props to the developer Deadmage and the publisher 11-Bit Studios for not going down the typical route of early access buy-in or beta buy-in and just making the demo available. This is not something you typically get anymore. So I highly suggest you take advantage, download the game, check it out. So before we jump right into the game, typical YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, leave me a comment, all that fun stuff. I really appreciate it. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching the video. I really hope you enjoy it.
Margaret awoke, startled, a cold sweat clinging to her. She gathered her thoughts. Aged wood creaked, echoing through the quiet rooms. Near the house stood a shrine to Rhea Dana, goddess and daughter of the land of Rhea, and a being of comfort. Margaret sought answers. But the goddess did not speak. There was only the faint whisper of something dark, something hungry. The old seer's bones felt the weight of their age as she climbed. The only thought on her mind: has it begun again? John's mission would be a simple one. He was to investigate Rhea's greatest shrine. His mother presented him with a fresh divinity shard. From his brother came a newly sharpened sword. His wife gave him a kiss, and his daughter's hugs were full of reason to return home safe.
Alright, so we are in control, WASD to move around, and I mean, if you just look at the scenery and stuff, you can tell a lot of care has been taken into the graphics. I'm pretty sure hand-drawn pixel graphics. I mean, all looks beautiful, beautiful animations, all looks great. So another thing you'll notice here, which makes me ecstatic when this happens, this is full keyboard mouse support. I'm a PC gamer. I like to use my mouse and keyboard. So when I'm stuck playing a game with a controller, which I am not good at, I get a tiny bit unhappy. So when there's full native keyboard mouse support, or the game is designed on the PC to use keyboard and mouse, I just get so happy. I know Some people don't care about that stuff, or maybe that makes me sound snobbish or something, but man, I get excited when I get full proper keyboard and mouse support. So we're just gonna run through at
a land long forgotten, a place of unimaginable beauty.
Very cool looking. Yeah, so there's a lot of voiceovers and stuff, and I'll do my best not to talk over it. I'll just kind of suddenly stop like I just did whenever they start talking, so you can hear what's going on. I'm leaving the subtitles on in the bottom too. I'm pretty sure this is like a checkpoint or something. But this is basically like a little tutorial land to kind of show you.
It first appeared as sludge given life.
You know, show you how to play the game. So primary attack is left click. Cool, we'll do that. Let's chop these little things up. Easy peasy. Here's some more. I don't know if my mic is gonna pick up my my crazy incessive mouse clicking and my keyboard clicking in this game. Who knows? I have a mechanical keyboard. It's pretty loud, so I apologize if you hear all this extra noise. But you know, that's what you'll hear when you're playing the game. So there's other keys already that you can use, like here's a shield thing, which is part of his skill set. So there's multiple characters and they all have different play styles. I can actually go ahead and show you the key layout. You know, so you have a primary attack, which is just a left click. Secondary attack will be like a cooldown special ability. You can evade. This special ability for him is blocking with the shield, but other characters will have different abilities there. WASD to move, and then you have divine relics, which is basically just power-ups you can get. F to interact, and control, I haven't gotten far enough to even know what that is. And then tab for info. So that's kind of what it is. Alright, so we made through the little barrier, killing stuff, and these guys are just slightly harder. So for this guy, you want to try and time putting your shield down so you don't take damage. Because when they hit your shield, it takes your stamina instead of your health. So you want to preserve your health the best you can. Because this is a roguelite. So when you're going through the dungeons and stuff, which this isn't technically a dungeon, when you're going through the dungeons and stuff, you can die and you essentially lose whatever power-ups you have, and you start that dungeon over. Well, you get sent back to your house. You'll see. So space is evade. Yep. This little bar down here that just went empty is kind of like your evade bar. His character can only evade once, and then it's depleted. You have to wait. Other characters will have multiple evades they can do in a row. So this is aimed. So you have to at least aim in the general direction. Of course, he has an arc he attacks with, but this attack is more directional. So you do have to aim. Whoops, taking unnecessary damage there, but that's okay. Nice little block. Whoop. Alright, got him. And we got those are health potions we're picking up, the red stuff. There's other things that we'll pick up too, but I don't think any are in this little section of the game. But I'll explain them when we get to them.
A wall impeding further progress. A battle was certain.
Alright, special ability, left shift is block. So, like I said, whenever you block an attack, it takes away from your stamina instead of your health, which is good. Yeah, there's the explanation. Getting close. Alright. Whoop. Screwed up there. Alright, got him. And almost full to health. Oh, here's more guys. So, of course, we have very basic attacks. We don't really have any special abilities unlocked. I don't even think I can show you the ability tree right now. It's probably in the next part when we start leveling up. Full health. Okay. Some more guys. Let's take care of them really quick. Alright, we made it. So, F to interact. This will just take care of the wall. The little
Vanished
shard.
by light itself, the corruption abated. leaving the shard cold in hand, dark in need of light.
I get through all these little slug guys. See, I mean, this game is has some dark undertones to it. Like, you'll see these dead animals and kind of some other stuff I experienced playing the game. It was kind of like, oh, that's a little dark.
Warm, humming softly from the harnessed energy.
So basically, we just picked up a gemstone, and gemstone is required for these special chests. Special chests usually have some type of power up in them. So this is kind of where it gets to that roguelite part, because when you're going through the dungeons, these are like RNG. So this one damages enemies with burn, like a burn AoE.
Before him was now one more dangerous than those that came before.
This guy's basically an elite. Whoops. And his little, if you get hit by those dark crystals, you'll get frozen. Not doing a very good job of blocking. Alright, that was a good block. He's almost dead. You can see the burn ticking away at him. It actually killed him. Alright, so here we can show off our skill points. You hit tab to bring up the skill tree. Gain a skill point when you gain enough XP. So every time you level up, you get a skill point. Spend skill points to learn new skills. Selected ability description, can see over here, and hit space to unlock it. So it forces you into getting this specific one, which is fine. We would have gotten it anyway. More skills become available as you spend more points. Whoops. So there's kind of a tree. You have to hit a certain threshold to get the next tier unlocked, and so on. Each level you get one skill point, so there'll be times where you level up and you can't actually put any skill points into a skill, because as you yeah, see, this one costs 2. So next level up, we theoretically get this one, but then the level up after that, we'll just have to hold on to our points because we won't have enough to upgrade anything. So this calls down swords from the heavens upon John's enemies using right click. So this is our right click special ability cooldown. I'll show you in just a second. Pretty sure that's a checkpoint, like I said.
Goblins, a familiar threat, albeit farther out than usual.
Alright, so whoop. Yeah, it's telling us to do our right click. That's kind of a cool time to pause. Get to see our stuff frozen there. Alright, so it's just kind of like an AoE damage over time type of, or actually the damage over time is that fire power up we got. Alright, he dead. And he dead. We don't need that.
Magnificent, but dangerous. A land of love found, of love lost.
So very cool theme environment, floating islands, magic, stuff like that. I'm a big sucker for really cool looking stuff, and to me this is really cool. You can tell someone spent a lot of time on all these different art pieces. I just get blown away with that stuff.
Before him was sacred ground, left untouched in days gone by.
Alright, so when you see these kind of barriers, that means there's either like...
Remaining calm and collected, the shock of his heart-skipping beats was concealed in expert fashion. Before him stood Linda, his eldest daughter, with bow and quiver at the ready, determined to do her part.
Yeah, so sorry, what I was saying, when you see these different colored barrier doors, that usually means it's kind of like a special area. I don't quite have it figured out what each color or symbol means, if anything, but this one, for example, has one of these divine relics we can pick up. So this is an activated ability, so we hit Q to use this. Well, just kidding, I don't know what it said. Create a temporary aura that damages nearby enemies. So you hit Q, you throw it down. It has a longer cooldown than our right click. I don't know if this is a permanent feature of the game, but she's gonna follow us and do stuff. I'm almost positive this game can be 2-player, so you can play with your friends or a friend. I'm gonna do this Q. Oh, yeah. So we have this bubble around us that'll do damage. Yep. So we just run in the middle of these guys, do a bunch of damage. Pretty cool. And kill that guy. So she's just gonna sit there and shoot everyone in the face. We'll get our 1 HP up. Cool with that. So 20 seconds, quite a bit longer cooldown, but still very usable. It's not like it has a 5-minute cooldown or anything on it.
Before the Guardians were not beasts feeding, but monsters consuming, destroying others. They corrupted and distorted, creating even more hungry husks.
Alright, so kind of like a boss fight-ish, sorta. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop stuff, do all my cooldowns. Ooh, that was a big hit, but we took him down really quick. Guess we do just a lot of damage. Just kind of slice through all those. I mean, it's very helpful that Linda's sitting here shooting people in the face. I keep forgetting to dodge, but there's like 100 potions on the ground, so it's alright.
Both father and daughter gathered their thoughts, their hearts heavier than before. How would they explain what they had witnessed? The ancient tree had been cut down. Together, father and daughter described the horror, the creatures dripping with decay that slithered into bodies stuck between life and death to bolster their ranks. Grandma Margaret confirmed what they all feared. It was the corruption, a cruel entity spoken of only with hushed voices, an ocean of darkness that flowed from the top of Mount Morta. And the Bergsons' duty was to stand against this devouring deluge of death. John steeled his nerves, thinking of the difficult climb ahead of him and his daughter. The only thought that consumed his mind, by all the curses, where is that boy right now? Kevin was also eager to do his part in the family's fight, especially when his older brother Mark was off somewhere. He was as much a guardian of their mountain home as any of them. She stood. If they were to reach the summit and destroy this evil, as the Bergsons of old had done in the past, they would need the assistance of the sanctuary. Given to the Bergsons by Rhea herself, the sanctuary was a gateway to the mysterious lands around the mountain. Margaret pointed to the huge crystal at the center of the den, revealing their next task: to activate it and open the way to the source of the corruption. And once Rhea's 3 spirits are gathered on the grounds, the only gate to the top of Mount Morta will open in this chamber. By himself, or with the assistance of those who loved him, John needed to gather the 3 spirits from their lands. Without them, he would not be able to stem the flow of the corruption.
All right, so this is kind of like our main base, and this is where we go out to the different areas with monsters, basically the dungeons. So this is Silk Caverns, our first place we need to go, but I'm going to go back to the house to explain a couple things. So the idea behind this is each family member kind of has their own speciality. A lot of them are playable characters that you can take into the dungeon. You know, like we have John, we have Linda is available to us. She has the bow and arrow. Kevin here, he's not quite playable, but as the story goes on, it'll kind of hint about him, you know, being able to help out the family. There's all this stuff out here too, and what happens between each dungeon run you do, there will be these little icons above different areas, and it's like a different story you can click on to learn more about the specific family member and what they can contribute. So spoiler alert, Uncle Ben right here, he has a workshop, so he works on weapons and upgrades and stuff for you. And I think this will be the first thing that unlocks. So just kind of give you a preface of what happens. So we're gonna jump into the first area right here. And since you've already seen John, I'm gonna go with Linda. She has a different play style. I'm a big fan of, you know, ranged attack, dodging, stuff like that.
A celestial shard chipped directly from the ancient crystal in the sanctuary. It would be the Bergsons' lifeline, a tether to pull them back home before death's fateful whisper.
All right, so here's Linda. Let's take a look at her skills. So, explosive crescendo. Oh yeah, she also plays the violin, so I guess there's some, you know, nod to her music ability. Yeah, definitely a nod to her music ability. So, her thing is, she shoots a bow and arrow, and she can move slowly and shoot, but that drains her stamina. So she can kite, but only for a limited time. So one of her upgrades is decreasing the amount of stamina it takes, so she can kind of move further while she shoots, and this is kind of just an aimed attack AoE damage. So here we go. This is like the official first dungeon we go into. So here's little plates to open doors and monsters. So her attack kind of has some auto aim. You see, I'm not missing, and you can see the arrow kind of bends in the air. So there's some auto aim or heat seeking with her play style, which I'm perfectly fine with. You can see I can't move anymore because I ran out of stamina there. So, oop, getting shot, and this thing will suck you in. It doesn't hurt you, but it kind of will keep you in place, so the monsters can get to you. So here's a power-up chest, but we don't have a gemstone, so we can't open it. But we want to kind of pay attention to these like weird-looking dead stuff, because those typically will have either gold or gemstones. Which the gold is important. It hasn't been dropping gold in that last area, but gold will be important when we unlock Uncle Ben's workshop, because there's multiple ways to level up characters. There's one Ben in his workshop. That's kind of like a family-wide upgrade. It deals specifically with main attributes, so armor, attack, speed, and stuff like that. That's what the gold is for. So as long as you're picking up gold, even if you lose or die, you can go upgrade and get a little better with Uncle Ben's workshop. Oh, we're getting attacked here. Oh, we are out of moving juice. Alright, so we can keep trying to dodge. Oh, dodge and kite. We are very weak right now, so all these guys are pretty dangerous. Alright, we hit a level up. Perfect. So let's go ahead. I think I want this one first. So we have the cooldown attack going on, which is just this right here. Boom. So every 7 seconds we can use that. So we need to remember to keep right-clicking while we're in fights. There is a little delay to it, so you kind of have to, you know, shoot forward like this. Still kind of missed one of them. So the other ways we can level up, you just saw. So as you progress with individual characters and you level up, you get these points and you can make specific skills better. So we get the gold, which is up here, to upgrade everyone, and then you play the specific character you want to upgrade and get experience and unlock stuff that way. And then for the individual runs you do, so in this dungeon, like we already saw before, you can get those power-ups to give you specific either cooldown effects, like as an activated ability, or just a passive upgrade or aura or whatever. So I think you see that some of the attacks have a different effect or a different, little animation. I think that might be like a crit or something, or some type of proc. I don't know. Might just be imagining it. But she does anywhere between 9 and 12 damage, it looks like. Trying to pay attention when it has that special looking ability or animation. And it seems like there's some, at least, splash damage with her attack too. So when they're all grouped up, we're not just hitting one person. So I have nothing against John, but I kind of like Linda as a character, her playstyle a little better. Oop. How did it? I swear I clicked on them and the attack went behind me. I don't know what happened there. I mean, this is beta. This is a beta preview edition, so it does not represent the final game. Obviously, there'll be bugs, there'll be weird things, and I'm sure they'll change stuff. So far, I mean, I played like an hour or an hour and a half last night. I do say the progression is a little slow from when you get your abilities and can move on to the next dungeons and stuff. Or it could just be I'm not that great at these types of games, so an expert at this type of game could probably progress a bit faster. I thoroughly enjoy these types of games, but as I get older, my Twitch factor is not quite there anymore. So yeah. All right, let's quickly dispatch. See, there was that different animation. I didn't quite catch what it even did, or if it was more damage or anything. Probably tell watching the replay a little easier. All right, we leveled up. We can get the other ability. So this one, whoops. Let me read it. All right, decreases the stamina Linda must consume while moving and shooting. Increases the duration she can perform. So basically, I'm not sure why the duration says it's going down, but theoretically it requires less stamina, so we can do it longer. I don't even know how much stamina that represents. Maybe it's out of 100. I don't know. These are spikes on the ground. We still don't have a gemstone, which is surprising. Usually have a gemstone or two by now. Nice splash damage. I'm okay with that. Not really sure what this is, but it does show like... Oh, okay. Yeah. It's kind of like that in Diablo 3 when you chain a bunch of enemies, you get slight little bonuses. This will probably have something, but there's spikes, so you don't want to stand on the spikes. Yeah, so that is a crit. Okay, see, it hit for 16 and then 13. These little shrines you can shoot and they blow up. Alright, dead end there. You got a little mini map here. You also have a map here to kind of figure out where you're going. There's a bunch of space over here I didn't go, and up here. So you could just kind of run through and find the next level and try and go straight for the bot. Well, that was creepy looking. But since this is the very first run of the game, I'm gonna try and completely empty out the entire dungeon. If we can even make it that far, we will likely die. Because we have like zero power-ups, 0 upgrades from Bin's special ability. All right, see, here's the next area up, and here's one of those gold rooms that I was talking about. So yeah, here we go. Increases primary attack damage. Sweet, we like that. So our I don't know by how much, but our attack damage does more. We're gonna go and finish out the rest of this map. Hopefully find a gem so we can open up one of these chests. Oh, this is a dead end. We knew that. Alright, so we're gonna go all the way back down here. That's fine. Let's kind of do some flippy rolls to go a little quicker. Probably not a thing, but she looks fancy doing it. I'm really hoping for a gemstone before we go to the next area. Did we already get this? Yeah, we already got the guy. Alright, so now instead of 9 to 12, it looks like we're doing 12 to 16-ish. So pretty good upgrade, right? Oh, we're just trying to keep that chain going to get more gold. Alright, here's a get out of here. Here's a regular chest. These don't require a gemstone and usually just have potions or gold. Actually, I think that gold is called something else. I don't think they call it gold. There's little jars like Zelda here on the side too that you can break for gold. I mean, they have some, and every bit helps, I suppose. Oh, you can repeatedly shoot that thing. I guess that's cool. But I often forget to shoot them, or I don't notice them. Oh, here's a gemstone, finally. Alright. So let's go open this chest, and then there's a tiny bit of map left here that we can explore, and then we'll go to the next area. Alright, please be something good. Oh, it was just gold. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping for a power-up. And a dead end. Alright, so we'll go to the next area. I'm pretty sure we have this fully... Yep. Fully explored. I am not quite sure what this means, because I think it's this thing. It's not, I can't interact with it in any way, but it's on the minimap. So I haven't quite figured out what those are. Yeah, we don't have another gemstone. Would have been nice to be able to open that guy, but it is what it is. Alright, we'll go to the next area. Hopefully we can survive to the end, because I at least want to show you the boss. Show you how hard the boss is.
The thinnest strands of white fibers coated the ground and walls, evidence of the silk caverns living up to their name. Vessels long bereft of life remained wrapped in silk. Caverns had always been a home for the unpleasant, but never the aggressive. And Neodaya had been absent, while her realm fell to chaos.
Yeah, so lots of story and voiceover in this game, which I love. I don't have a problem reading games, but if you know, it's just so much better when the developers, you know, spend the money. And I mean, it's not always feasible, but as a game player, the end product, I feel, is much better when there's voiceovers that are good, and these are good voiceovers. The narration in this game is quite well done, I think. Alright, let's see what we can find over here. Let's just go explore this one first. We want to fully explore this map before we try the boss. Oh, that's a lot of guys. Alright, let's try and kite them. Not actually taking any damage yet. Somehow. Oop. That's... Oh, we dodged too. So there's some passive dodge. So occasionally, even when you're supposed to get hit, you don't get hit, which is cool. There we go. We don't need that. The potion, I mean. Alright, let's go ahead and try and kill these guys, and we'll check out this door to the left. Alright, well, let's get the gold. Okay, we'll leave them alone for a second. We'll check this area out. Is it a dead end? Oh, here's the boss. Yeah, we're definitely not going after the boss yet. Alright, let's just finish out the rest of this map, then I'll show you the boss, and then I'll show you what happens afterwards. I mean, spoiler alert, I highly doubt I will be beating the boss, especially since I have 0 upgrades. 0 upgrades and one, I forget what these are called. Divine Grace. Yeah, this is a Divine Grace. Basically just a power-up. Oh, taking some damage. Alright, we got another power-up. Or level up, I mean. But as you can see, we only have 1 point, and each of these require 2 to level up, so we have to wait until next level. So we'll be at level 3, and then we can pump one of these up higher. Unlocks a skill level 4, but it doesn't say what it takes to unlock those. So I don't know if it's worth, when we level up one more time, to hold on to the 2 points to kind of spend it here. It could be, I don't know. Maybe to just get higher level skills unlocked. So there's kind of a delay in the right click. So you're just sitting there exposed, and why can I not hit him and he can hit me? That's unacceptable. Alright, let's do some kiting. There we go. How much money do we have? 227. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and use that, and we'll just kite as much as we can. Please don't kill us. Got him. Alright, cool. And we got a potion, fantastic. Oh, we are out of stamina, but luckily we can like one-shot those bats. Oh boy. This is a corner. So this, I don't remember what this is.
Not all in the caves were.
Oh yeah, the merchant.
Some were just traveling merchants stuck nearby.
So we have to survive this to kind of unlock the merchant. So there's different rooms every time you go in, or maybe there's the same set of rooms and you just have to get to them all. But this is unlocking the merchant. I've also seen like saving a little puppy dog and other stuff. So I don't know if you get all the rooms every run. I guess we'll see whenever we finish exploring the map. If the other ones I've experienced aren't here, then it's kind of RNG based. Is that it? Nope. Oh, we got the bigger guys. Alright, let's hit him with that. Ugh, don't hit me. Alright, throw that on ourselves basically. Alright, we got 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. Alright, we're good. Whew, that was close.
The strange-looking shopkeep dusted off his clothes and tipped his hat. He invited them to stop by his shop later, promising something for all adventuring needs.
Create a vortex that pulls enemies in. I'm not sure how much I care about pulling. Oh, okay, we can. Oh, that's cool. We can drop it and then run away, so they'll all get stuck there. Only on the 34-second cooldown. That's good, but we're really hurt. So we gotta be careful. There's a potion up there. It'd probably be wise to go back and get it. Shouldn't be any enemies along the way. We most certainly will not be beating any boss with 34 health left. Alright, I'm still gonna go back and finish the stuff in the bottom. We know where the boss is, that's fine. Maybe we can at least get a couple more rooms unlocked, or special rooms unlocked before we bite the dust here. Oop, and we just hit a spike like a dummy. Alright, I'm gonna pop that. It did not hold him still. We might be losing here. Oh boy. Whew. Alright, we got him. Somehow. We got 2 gemstones now. Oh. Oh no. I really need some potions. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So low. Alright, someone drop a potion, please. Oh, we're out of stamina. Oh no.
The Bergson
You got hit. Okay.
slip away, wondering if this was death.
Alright, yeah, so it kind of shows you all your stats, run duration. We're almost 17 minutes, killed a bunch, got a bunch of morve. That's what they call it. It's not gold, it's called morve. We have 3 gemstones. I think since we have 2 gemstones unused, we still have the gemstones, I believe. We'll have to go back in and see. Points healed, and we unlock this guy. Shopkeeper rescued.
They gasped for air as the celestial shard brought them back. A sensation no hero could become accustomed to. As she heard John and Linda describe their foray, thoughts rushed through Margaret's head. The corruption had amplified the creature's wickedness, and no longer were they part of the harmony of the Rhea. With the new threats looming, Margaret asked her second son, Ben, to prepare his workshop. He would have to take charge of enhancing the warrior family's weapons and armor.
Alright, so we're kind of back in our base. Uncle Ben can upgrade and enhance the Bergson's equipment.
Uncle Ben reached out to the familiar warmth of the forge. If they were to reach the top of Mount Morta, their equipment would need to be of the highest quality.
Alright, Ben's workshop is unlocked now. Bergsons can upgrade their gear to grow stronger. Uncle Ben uses Morve to upgrade the entire family's gears and tools, increasing their main attributes. Family attributes. These are the family's main attributes. Attribute description. Select attribute description can be seen on the right panel. Space to upgrade. Yep. Yep, we'll upgrade that one. Alright, so it's kind of the whole wheel. So we have armor, so attack damage, crit chance, critical hit damage, decrease the effect of all movement, hindering attacks, increase the rage gain, increase the chance to completely dodge, and then increase the movement speed. So I don't think we can afford that one, so we'll just do this guy. And we have 100 left over. So this is kind of the more permanent way to upgrade your entire family's stuff, obviously. So I think for the most part, until we get all this other stuff unlocked, we'll mainly be doing damage and armor. This is really expensive to upgrade, but we'll probably yeah, fill in some here and there. So that is that. See, do we have any other stuff unlocked? So this is what I was talking about before. Between dungeons and stuff, some characters will have this little, I don't even know, circle thing, and it's just kind of like a cutscene.
On calm days such as these, Mary enjoys venturing into the nearby grove. The woodland creatures come out to lend her company. The smallest eat from her basket, while she takes in the serenity of it all.
Isn't that adorable? Alright, yeah, so each of those cutscenes kind of like will progress certain characters or tell you about them in some way. So here we have one for Linda here. She's playing the violin, so that's kind of cool. So let's see.
Nothing could quite match the calm that Linda felt when playing her violin. Its sublime sound, the perfect counter to the nerve-wracking uncertainty and chaos.
Alright, do we have anything else? Nope. Alright. John's just kind of reading a book. Grandma's doing wizard type stuff. Kevin's sulking in his room because no one will let him help. Yeah, there's a little kid that is doing a little tea party with her stuffed animal. It's pretty cool. So I think that's gonna be it for the first episode. I'm blown away by this game, especially since it's just a demo, and the fact that they're letting everyone play a demo for 72 hours. Like, getting demos of games, and it's 2019. No one does that anymore. It's all early access this and buy into the beta stuff. So I'm like blown away that they're doing this this preview event. Like, props to the dev or published, Dead Mage and 11-Bit Studios. I don't know whose idea it was, but I applaud you, sir or madam. That is fantastic, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. Really enjoying this game. Let me know what you think in the comments. We'll definitely be playing more of this demo, and when this game fully releases too, I very, very much anticipate playing this game a lot. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.